Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Spanish with Dummies. Today we're going to learn about the present perfect tense in Spanish. Present perfect tense is a past tense, we know that, and we use it in many situations. If I ask you, like when you have to say I have eaten apple, I have gone to the market, I have this, that, right? And that kind of sentence. If you say what you have done today, right? What you have done this year, and many things. So let's see how we make these sentences in Spanish. First of all, we need to know, like present perfect sentences, sentence like this, right? I have danced, I have eaten. Wherever there is have and there is a verb with the past form, right? So that's the present perfect. So to make this tense, we need two components. First, we need have. Second, we need the past form of the verb. So how we make it in Spanish, right? That's the deal. So first we're going to learn this this past form, how to make it. We call it a past participle. Okay. All right. So we're going to learn here how to do this for the AR ending verbs. Okay. Now, we have verb dance, right? And we want to make it danced, right? Because that's what we need. I have danced, we say, right? So what we do, this is the original verb, that's bailar. Bailar means to dance in Spanish, right? So if you want to make it danced, we just remove the AR ending here, okay? And we replace it with ADO, like this, ADO, okay? And it makes bailado. Bailado means danced. Okay, we remove the AR ending from the original verb and replaced with ADO. That makes it bailado, means danced. Okay, now there's another verb, that's trabajar. Trabajar means to work. Now we want to make it worked, right? I have worked, she has worked. So simple, again remove the AR ending and replace with ADO, the same rule. It makes it trabajado. Trabajado. Right? Pretty easy. Now we have another verb, entrar. Entrar means to enter. We want to make it entered, right? So remove AR, it makes entrado. Entrado. Simple. We have the verb dar. Dar means to give, right? We want to make it given because we say, right? I have given. We have given, right? So dar, remove the AR and replace with ADO, dado. Dado. Perfect. Now we have another verb, that's hablar. Hablar means to speak. We want to make it spoken because we say, right? I have spoken. She has spoken, right? We have spoken. So that's the past participle form, right? It's not always necessary it's going to end with ed. It can be given, it can be spoken, it can be eaten, right? So how we do it? Hablar. We remove the AR and replace with ADO. That's hablado. Hablado means spoken. Hablado. Alright, and this rule is only applicable for the AR ending verbs. Any verbs, see, they all are ending with AR. So we can put this rule of ADO and we make it this kind of changes, right? Alright, so now we are going to learn how to make past participle for the ER and IR ending verbs. Okay, earlier we learned to make the past participles like this for the AR ending verbs. This was the rule, right? Now it's for ER and IR verb. Like if you see here, the ending with ER, and IR, right? So they are ER and IR ending verbs. So there's to move, right? The verb to move, and we want to make it moved. That's the past participle for moved. We say I have moved, you have moved, right? She has moved the chair. So to move is mover. Mover, so we replace the ER with IDO like this, and it makes it movido. So movido means moved. Okay, now there is a verb to drink. We want to make it drunk, right? So the verb to drink is beber. Beber, we replace ER with IDO like this, and it makes it bebido. Bebido means drunk. Okay, now to eat, right? To eat, the past participle of to eat is eaten. We say I have eaten, she has eaten, right? So that form, so the verb for to eat is comer. Comer, we replace ER again with IDO, same. It makes it comido. Comido means eaten. Okay, eaten is comido. Now this is IR ending verb, right? So vivir. Vivir means to live, and the past participle is lived, right? I have lived in London, she has lived in America. So how we make it? Vivir, remove the IR ending, replace with IDO. Again the same thing like this, and it makes it vivido. Vivido means to lived, okay, lived. And we have the last verb, that's ir. Ir means to go, okay. So the past participle of go is gone, right? She has gone, we have gone, right? So how we make it? Pretty easy. We know that we replace the ir with ido. So here the whole thing will be replaced. If you replace ir with ido, it makes it ido. Now ido itself means gone. Alright, so the rule for the er and ir ending verb is same, that's ido. It's very easy, right? And for the ar ending verbs, what we did, we used to replace with ado. It's very easy. Now we need another component to make the present perfect sentence, that is has, right? Or have. I have danced, I have eaten. We'll learn how to make danced and eaten, but have is something we need. So have in Spanish is haber, okay? Haber is have. Now we need to learn how to conjugate it. So if you want to say I have, you say yo a. A means I have. You have, it's to us. To us, this us means you have. He, she, you, has or have is él, ella, usted, a. For three of them, it's the same conjugation, it's a. Okay, so they all are coming from the verb haber. Okay, they are the conjugation of haber, present conjugation. We have is nosotros hemos. Hemos. Okay, you all have, the informal one is vosotros habéis. Habéis. They and you all have, the formal one, this is you all, but the formal one, ellos, ustedes, han. Han. Okay, now you may be thinking, what is this? Like, I mean, in English, we just have, has, right? Have, but why it's like this? So, simple reason, because in any language, there is always a parent verb. This is have, this is the parent verb, right? When we conjugate, the form changes. Like, I have, you have. In English, it's very less. Only when it's about he, she, it becomes has. So this transformation is conjugation. But in Spanish, there is a transformation in every of them. So this is something you need to mug up, you need to remember, okay? And we use it accordingly. Like whenever you speak about the first person, you say I have, then you always say yo a. Okay, you have to us, like that. So let's go ahead. Now since we have both the components, let's use it in a practical situation. These are just for the ar ending verbs. Now I want to say I have danced, right? I have danced. So it's yo he bailado. Yo he means I have, that we just learned, right? I have is yo he. And bailado is danced. What we did, we replaced the bailar is to dance. We replaced ar ending with ado, the underlined part. So it makes it bailado means danced. Yo he bailado. Okay? So I want to ask, have you cooked? Then I can say, has cocinado? Has means you have, okay, or have you? Cocinado is cooked. Now how we make this? The original verb to cook is cocinar. Cocinar means to cook. We replace the ar ending with ado, and it made it cocinado. Okay, that's what we've learned, right? Now I want to say he has jumped, right? So it's él ha saltado. Él ha. See, he, she, has will be a, right? So él ha saltado. Now here, saltado, how it came? Saltar is verb to jump. We replace the ar with ado, so it becomes saltado. Now saltar means to jump, but we want to make it jumped, right? So that's the rule how we make it, ado. Now we have song. So hemos is we have, and cantado is sung. So cantado, how we make it? Cantar is to sing. We replace the ar with ar ending with ado, that make it cantado. Okay, hemos cantado. Alright, now it's you all have won. Okay, so you all have won is habéis ganado. Habéis is you all have, ganado is won. Okay, ganado, how we make it? To win is ganar. Okay, ganar, but we want to make it won, so simply replace the ar with ado again, ganado. That's how we make it won. And habéis means you all have. Normally you all is vosotros, that we have learned here, right? You all is vosotros, but putting pronoun is not necessary in Spanish. Even if you just say habéis, it means you all have. Okay, so that's the reason I haven't put pronoun in many of the places. Now I want to say they have paid. Okay, they have paid. It's han pagado. Han pagado, and han is they have, pagado is paid. How it happened? To pay is pagar. Here is the verb pagar, and I want to make it paid. So it's very easy. Replace ar again with ado. Ar with ado, it makes it pagado. So this we've used only ar ending here to make present perfect sentences, right? So just remember this conjugation, right? Alright, now we're going to make sentence with the er and ir ending verbs. Okay, so if you want to say I have eaten the bread, then you say yo he comido el pan. Yo he is I have, comido is eaten. How we make it eaten? Comer is to eat, and what was the rule for the er and ir verb? We replaced the er with ido, right? That's what I did. I replaced it with ido. Comido, eaten. Yo he comido, I have eaten, and el pan is the bread. Have you drunk the wine? So it's has bebido el vino. Has bebido el vino. Has is have you or you have. Bebido is drunk, right? How we make it? Beber, replace er with ido. It makes it bebido, that's drunk. El vino, vino, you know, wine. She has sold the house. She has sold the house. It's ella ha vendido la casa. Okay? Now, ella is she has, vendido is sold. Now, how we make it? Vender. Vender means to sell. Okay? But we want sold. So replace er with ido, vendido. It goes to the past form, that's sold. Okay? La casa, house. We have lived in Nepal. Hemos vivido en Nepal. Hemos means we have, vivido is live, and how we make it? Vivir, to live. Okay, to live. Vivir is to live, so we replace ir with ido, the same rule. Vivido, that's lived. We have lived in Nepal. Now, have you all received the mail? It's habéis recibido el correo. Habéis is have you all. Recibido is received, and you know how we make it from this verb, recibir. Okay, and el correo is mail. They have gone to the zoo. So you say ellos han ido al zoo. Ellos han ido al zoo. Here han is they have, and ido is gone. How we make it? The verb ir is to go, right? So we just replace ir with ido, which makes it gone. So that is it, right? And this we just use only er and ir ending verbs here because they have the same rule, right? Now finally we are going to use all types of verbs here: ar ending verb, er ending verb, ir ending verbs. Okay, and let's make it up. So I want to say I bought a car. Okay, then you say you can say he comprado un coche. I have comprado, bought un coche. How we make it? Bought, comprar. Comprar means to buy, but we want to make it bought, so simple rule, replace the ar with what? You know the rule, ado, right? So comprado, because it's ar ending verb. I want to say have you read the book? Then has leído el libro. Has, have you, leído, read el libro. So this form, how we make it? Leer, replace er with ido because it's er ending verb, right? Leído. Has leído el libro. Now you may be thinking, why we have an accent mark over here, right? We never had accent mark like this. It's because there are two vowels here, e and I. So sometimes we put vowel accent mark so that you know the sounds are not taken, the sounds are not hidden. So there's an accent mark, it means I have to emphasize an I as well. So I say leído, leído. Okay? He has taken tea. Él ha tomado té. Él ha tomado té. Tomado is taken. How we make it? From the verb tomar. Tomar is to take. And replace with ado, that it which makes it tomado, that's taken. We have gone out for dinner. Okay, so you can say hemos salido a cenar. Hemos, we have. Salido is gone out. Now how we make it? Salir. From the word salir means to go out. Okay, so replace with ido, ir ending, which makes it gone out. Okay, salido a cenar. Cenar is dinner. Have you all practiced? And you say habéis practicado. Habéis, have you all? Practicado is practiced, right? Now we have the last sentence. They have come from Nepal, right? So you say ellos han venido de Nepal. Now, I mean, here it's come, and venir itself also means to come, but still we are changing, we are replacing ir with ido, and we are making some rule like venido. You know why we are doing this? Because any verb that comes after have, they are past participle, and no matter what verb you're going to use, you are going to put this rule. Okay, in English we say I have come, but still this come has a sense of a past, it has a sense of a past. So to bring that sense, we need to put that rule, and we have to make it venido from venir. Okay, which venir means to come, venido means also to come, but it has a sense of a past. Okay, perfect. Alright, now here the rule says the past participle form adio idio can't exist alone. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, like for example, if I say yo bailado, right? Yo bailado means I danced, literally, right? It does make a sense in English. I danced, it makes a sense, but in Spanish, no. This idio rule, this past participle, we only put it with the have verb. If there is not have verb before the verb, then you can't use this alone. Okay, and you have to say yo he bailado. Now it's correct. Okay, I have danced. You have to always, the verb have is always necessary before it when you use this kind of form. Again, yo comido literally means I eaten, right? Which is not correct, which doesn't make a sense. So you have to say yo he comido, I have eaten. So the have is always there with this kind of changes. These are past participles, right? Alright, now we just learned that, for making past participles like dance, eaten, gone, worked, we had some rule, right? But now we're going to learn few verbs which do not follow those rule. It means you can't apply those rule on these verbs. Okay, they are totally different. You have to remember them, mug it up. If you want to use them, make a sentence out of it. Okay, so here are these verbs. First is abrir. Abrir means to open, right? Abrir means to open, and we want to make it opened, right? Open. And according to the rule, what we have to do for the ir verb, I want to make it open, it should be abr replaced with ido, right? Abrido. But no, it is not going to be like that. It's instead abierto. See, there is no ido ending. Abierto. Abierto means opened. This is something you need to remember. Okay, now decir. Decir is to say. I want to make it said. We say, right? I have said this to her. She has said, right? So, decir, according to the rule, it should be decido. I mean, replacing ir with ido to make it thing like this, right? But no. Instead, you have to say dicho. Dicho. Okay, now there is no rule, nothing. This is something you need to remember. Dicho means said. Alright, now we have morir. Morir means to die, right? Now, I want to make it died. We say, no, he has died in the accident and like that. So, you say muerto. Okay? Muerto means died. Romper. Romper means to break, right? And the past participle of break is broken, right? I have broken the glass, he has broken the chair, she has broken my heart. So romper rule says that for the er ending verb, it should be ido, right? It should be rompido. But no, it's roto instead. Roto, okay? Remember it. Roto means broken. Now we have escribir. Escribir means to write. Okay? Now I want to make it written, because the past participle of write is written, right? So escribir will become escrito. Okay, escrito means written, and this all don't follow any rule. You need to remember them. Now we're going to see some other verbs like ver. Ver means to see. Now I want to make it seen, right? She has seen, I have seen. So it becomes visto. Visto means seen. Alright, now we have some other verbs like ver. Ver means to see. Okay, now past participle of see is seen, right? I have seen her, she has seen me. So the ver will become visto. Visto is seen. Okay, it don't follow any rule. Visto. Volver. Volver is to return. Now I'm going to make it returned, right? She has returned from the vacation. So it's volver will become vuelto. Vuelto means returned. Hacer. Hacer means to do. So past participle of do is done, right? I have done my work. So how you make it? Hacer becomes hecho. Hecho means done. Okay? Cubrir. Cubrir is to cover. I want to make it covered, right? He has covered me, right? So cover, if you want to make it covered, it's cubierto. This thing, cubrir, will change to cubierto. Now we have poner. Poner means to put, right? And the past participle of put is put only, right? So when to make it poner, then it's puesto. Puesto is put. Okay? Now here, finally, we're going to make sentences with the irregular verbs. Okay? These verbs don't follow the rule, right? So let's make sentences out of it. I want to say, I have opened the window. So it's yo he abierto la ventana. Okay? Yo he, I have, abierto is opened, right? It came from the verb abrir, to open, la ventana. We learned it, right? How to make it. There is no rule. You just need to mug it up. Have you said I love you? Have you said I love you? Now it's like, has dicho te amo? Okay? Dicho is said. Has is have you. Now, how, from where dicho came? From decir. Decir means to say, right? So the past participle is dicho, which means said. He has died in an accident. Él ha muerto en un accidente. Él ha muerto en un accidente. Again, morir is to die, so the past form was muerto, right? That's how it came. We have broken the door. So hemos roto la puerta. Okay? Hemos, we have, roto is broken. How it came? From the verb romper. Romper is to break. And roto is broken, right? It's something you need to remember. It don't follow any rule. And puerta is door. Have you all written? ¿Habéis escrito? Habéis, you all have. Escrito is written from the verb escribir, to write. So the past participle form is escrito, which means written. They have written 5 letters. Ellos han escrito 5 cartas. Okay? Ellos han escrito 5 cartas, the same thing, right? Ellos han, they have, escrito is written, 5 cartas. Alright. We have some more verbs here. I've seen the movie. Yo he visto la película. Okay? Visto is seen from the verb ver. Ver is to see, right? Have you returned? Has vuelto? As have you? Vuelto, return from the verb volver. Volver is to return, but you want to make it returned, it's vuelto. He has done his work. Él ha hecho su trabajo. Okay? So he has, hecho is done from the verb hacer. Hacer is to do, but the past participle of do is done, which is hecho. Now this form hecho is very important because I have seen people using it a lot. You know, have you done your work? Is it done? Blah 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 blah. It's a lot used, and we have covered the car. Hemos cubierto el coche. Okay, hemos, we have, cubierto is covered from the verb cubrir. Cubrir is to cover. I want to make it covered, so it's cubierto. Have you all seen Avengers? ¿Habías visto Avengers? I put this name, I hope I won't get any copyright. ¿Habías visto Avengers? Now here, ver is see, so visto is seen, right? It comes from the verb ver. Ver is to see. Perfect. They have made bread. Ellos han hecho pan. Okay, again, if you see this, hecho is made from the verb hacer. Hacer is to, because hacer is to do, and it is also make. Hacer has two meaning, to do or to make. So when we make it its past participle form, that's hecho. Hecho can also means done or made. So they have made bread, ellos han hecho pan, right? And here if you see, he has done his work. Now the same hecho becomes done here. Él ha hecho su trabajo. Okay, so hecho means done, hecho means made as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and please like and subscribe. Have a great day.